This music, though. Anyway, we're loaded onto Ephemeron for this next game here between these two players in the Olimoleague finals. Yeah, 173. Here we go. Okay, spawning in the top left-hand side. It is Trapple dropping that last game here to Impact. From a not a failed timing, but he did get outplayed there towards the third base, and he was forced to go into an all-in position, which didn't work. And the man who made him do that, it is the Blue Zerg Impact. Okay, here we are, Ephemeron. Not really seen many ZVPs on this map though. Like I kind of understand the dynamics between like TVP and like the Terrans and the Protoss sides, but not really the Zerg versus Protoss side. I don't know if this is a very 2-base all-Linny map or something like that. I know versus Terran, like it tends to be a very aggressive map because although this base is far away, it's kind of like okay-ish easy to secure. But it's always tricky for sure. It depends on the build, but it tends to be a more aggressive map. Even though it's a longer rush distance, the bases are so far apart that you tend to not want to go to late game. Because if you do go to late game, it's very difficult to kind of maneuver with such a low amount of bases, so spread apart. So I think maybe even the Zerg wants to take care of it because in the long term, the thing is that there's less bases, right? So the Zerg doesn't like that, but the bases are more spread apart, which he does like because you know, Zergs can cover a lot of distance in terms of defending stuff, whereas the Protoss cannot. However, very, very late game, the Protoss is going to have way more bases than the Zerg actually needs for the late game. So we'll see how this pans out, though. Anything can happen. You always need to balance out when you make these maps as well. Like, the long rush distance, okay, but it's, like, easy to attack. Okay. But it's, like, the bases are far, but they're easy to defend in a way. Bases being far but easy to defend is probably, like, the most difficult map design, like, someone can make, right? Because you really want the bases, in terms of like entertainment-wise, you want the bases to be far apart because when they're far apart, it creates for like very unique kind of, not battlefields, but places where engagements happen, right? So you have this here, it can happen around here, it happens, there's an interaction with the low ground and the rocks, whereas here, there's a completely different interaction where it's very, very flat as well. It's a completely different area of the map. Like you want these two battles to be completely separate, right? Because if they're too close together, it's like, okay, defend here, just walk here and you defend that. But it's not as easy as that. Now, Impact, what we have not seen on this map yet, and it's actually really strong, it's going to be Swarm Host Nidus. And we haven't seen that from him since, like, maybe his earlier games. I'm not sure who he played. Maybe it was Solo that made it. Maybe. Trap. It is terrible. Whatever is being said. Holy shit, they talk English. Or Crank talks English, basically. I have not talked about the opening so far in this game. We're already at 3 minutes 30. I have not even checked what people are doing right now. The Adepts getting no damage here, but they are scouting that there's a third base, and there's no drones on it yet, so it could be a tell. So Speed is about to finish too. The drones are coming up as well. What is attack for Trap? Looks like it's just Stargate, pretty standard as well. Gonna go in for the Naked Oracle, not gonna have any of the Phoenixes as well, but he sees the Queen's in position, so not gonna have any damage there. These Adepts are gonna try and loop around the bottom side to try and get maybe a couple of drones here at the third base. He's gotta follow it up with a second Oracle, so that's one Oracle into two Oracles into I think one Phoenix. Yeah, one Phoenix to just clear Overlords just generally. But so far, staying on two bases. The Robo is on the way as well. There's no Gateway Explosion quite yet, so I'm still guessing there's gonna be a third base. He's gonna send a Zealot just to kind of clear in case there's a drone, but I mean, so far no. He loses that Phoenix. Question mark? Question mark? Hello? Hello? Question mark? Indeed. What the fuck happened there? I'm not sure. Let's get a couple of drones here with the Oracles, but yeah, that was weird. Just straight up losing a real Phoenix for no reason. Okay, this Zealot has a sad time. Not gonna kill that. Oh, you should for real. Okay, I think one Zergling died. Okay, he's gonna kill that probe. No third base for you. And Explosion de gate right now. 5 gates, he's 6 gates right now. On top of the 2 that he has in front, so that's a total of 8 gates. Along with the Robo and the Stargate. So he's gonna go all in from here. He's gonna, oh, look at that. He kills the, okay. So this is so important. He plays the pylon first so that Impact stays with the vision of the pylon. And then he kills the Ling. Not the other way around. Because otherwise, there's no way to tell if he's actually still on 3 bases or not. But totally not. This is a fantastic mind game out of Trap. And this is a massive trap right now. Look at that. More drones killed. He's like, okay, he's taking a third base, so I'm just going to replace all these drones that are dead with my drones. Recalling these oracles here. I think he missed one. Lol. Question mark. And this one's going to die. Boop. Nice. Oh, but he does scout it, though. Okay, so he is taking a third base for real this time, though. Okay, so the faker has become the fakey. And, okay, he's not going to actually pass here. He's still going to go for an attack, though, but it's a way later third than, I think, Impact initially suspected. Because he did see that pylon, so he's like, okay, he's expanding now, but no. He's actually delaying the expansion. And, you know, if he needs to, he can definitely cancel that third base to have a little bit more extra money to make this push even stronger. So now, there are a couple Ravages, though. So he is going to be able to break all those force fields if he can. So he's going to have to use these force fields very, very delicately. Dodging those biles. Ooh, that one bile connecting with all those sentries. That takes up a lot of their health. But, I mean, what's important here is going to be the force field placement. And so far, force fields are on point. He has to pull the drones, actually. And then there's no way of getting to that Warp Prism. The biles are pretty good, but they're not quite there enough. The Spore Crawlers are, though, doing some work, actually killing the Observer and zoning out the Oracle as well. But, I mean, now it's gone, and he's trying to warp in Ravagers desperately. See if he can get that. That's a nice bile shot, but, I mean, I don't think it's going to be enough. And all of a sudden now, like, I'm not sure if he can hold this or not. Looks like he will push the meat of this back. Actually, he will push back this quite nicely. He still has 4 Ravagers. He pushed back the entire army. And I mean, Impact, he has like 3 more drones, but that's pretty much it. Oh, is he going to try and pick this off with, yeah, he might want to chip at this army with the Immortal, keeping him back, keeping him busy, but I don't know if Impact's going to have any of it. Okay, so he's faking an attack here. He's faking a committed attack, but he's actually droning in the back of this completely. He knows the Stalkers are here. He knows he probably doesn't have recall as well, as he did see those Oracle recall not that long ago. So he's going to try and sandwich this, and there's no way. There's nowhere for these Stalkers to go in Impact. This is a fantastic, fantastic move for him. And he takes out all these Stalkers for free. 2 Stalkers do get out, though. Trap, the efficient man, trying to get out as much as possible. He can't force field this ramp, though, if he needs to, but he needs to buy so much more time. More Oracles on the way. He needs more to be able to defend this. And Impact is actually going home at this point. He thinks he's done enough. This Immortal is so random. What? I think it was just a rally for the Warp Prism. But now it's here. More drones going off here, but okay, so this has 6 HP left. He's trying to get as many drones as he can. He's not going to quite lose the Oracles, but he wants to get them on the edge of life every single time. He wants to get as efficient as kills as he can. I mean, Impact is only like 6 drones ahead, so it looks like it's working. And he's gonna be going for that Disruptor tech. He does see there's a lot of Roaches, so he's gonna want to use those Disruption Balls, as they are faster than the Roaches themselves, to try and beat them. Now, the Overseer actually does spot these. Yeah, he does spot the Disruptors, and he's gonna go for Blink as well. But I don't know if he was looking. So, no, but I mean, he does see this. I mean, it can't be Colossus. Colossus are not a thing in this matchup at all. A Spire play is really too strong. But, I mean, the thing is that, like, Impact does not have a Spire. Spire would be really, really strong versus Disruptors. But, I mean, he is getting a Blink behind it, so he is staying on top of that as well. I'm not sure what the counterplay to Disruptors exactly is. It's probably just, like, some, like, Lingbane Hydra or something like that. But, I mean, that's not Impact's tech right now. That's just not what he has. So he's going to have to figure out some creative way to deal with this or he's dead, basically. Yeah, so that's 2 disruptors, a lot of sentries, a lot of immortals as well, but he stays on roach tech. This is so slow here. Disruption balls are going to absolutely destroy this army, and I think he only now sees it, and I mean, what is he going to do about it? Has more Ravagers on the way. But man, these disruptors are like gonna be the story of it. He loads in the... Okay, no, I thought these were disruptors. No, he loads in the mortals, and he's gonna want to do as much chip damage as he possibly can. He does still have to be careful. He can't just like do this casually. Man, these oracles so active. He's probably gonna drop a revelation here on this army before he goes. Bam, there it is, and he's gonna be able to keep tabs on the movement of that army. And right now, like, Trap is comfortable to do whatever he wants at this point. Immortals are in here. He's going to want to scout / counterattack with these lings, maybe. Maybe these... Yeah, these are for banelings. Okay. And it's actually might actually work because they're... Okay, so there's a force field here, but there is a shield battery as well. Shield battery actually doesn't matter because everything's going to blow up at the same time. Rotating around here towards the south side. And this is a really nice force field position. Now, force fields plus disruption ball is going to be really strong. 1 disruptor ball goes out. Oh my god, that's such a massive explosion. He's going to do it again, and that's one of them. But, I mean, that first disruptor ball was so strong. He took out, like, 4 or 5, like, Ravagers right there. That's so much gas for free shot, and he didn't actually lose anything either. Like, disruptors was such a great tech choice by Trap right there. And now he's looking poised to take this engagement, though, although there's a lot of units for impact. I don't know if he's going to be able to defend. The Banelings are rolling in, though. Can they get at the sentries? No, they kind of all blow up on there, and that's a massive shot on the Ravagers again, and that's GG. And Trap takes the Olimoleague once every 3, 3-1 over Impact. Well played.